Well, she is back with tips on how to clean up financially when you clean up your home from hermoney.com. Please welcome financial expert Jean Chatzky. Jean, great to see you again.
Nice to see you too.
Kelly was just saying that her daughter's already doing this, profiting from the things that Kelly has bought her, selling her fashion or clothes.
Exactly.
Where might that be?
Well, there are many places where we can sell our belongings. Clothes you can sell on the Real or Thread Up or Poshmark. But the deal is you got to go through your stuff.
Okay.
And you got to figure out what you're going to sell, what you're going to donate, and what you're going to give away so that then you go through the process step by
So
step.
there's layers to it.
It is.
Right?
Yeah.
Okay. So Lola, if you're watching, you can sell your technology. How do you do that?
Well, your technology is interesting. I mean, many people know that they can sell an iPhone when they get a new iPhone. They can sell their other phones. But there's actually value in things that we're not using much anymore, like CDs and
Really?
DVDs. Yeah,
Compact discs.
There are a whole bunch of sites. So sites like Declutter and sites like Eagle Saver, sites like Gazelle. Some of them take the
My John Cicada CD. I can finally sell.
Oh, and this is interesting, right? The ones that are more rare,
like Pebbles and John Cicada,
are going to get more money. So I cleaned out. We're moving. I went on a website and I just scanned hundreds of CDs.
Wait, tell me what you sold.
Blood, Sweat, and Tears double volume, $3. But like my Notting Hill DVD, 15 cents. And Springsteen, no money at all. They didn't even want it because they have so many.
What do you think Al B. Sure is going for these days?
Oh, I think maybe $15.
All right, I'm on this after the show. We can also sell furniture. More good news, Kelly.
Yes. Now, exactly. Kelly's going to walk into a house where nothing is there. The deal with furniture is you want to try to sell at local marketplaces because you could spend so much more money shipping stuff than you would even make. So look at your Facebook marketplace. Look at a site called Nextdoor.
Okay.
Look at Google. Go onto Google and just Google the name of your town and local marketplaces. And then you want to get really honest about the shape that your merchandise is in. Don't try to fudge it because people will know. Take lots and lots of pictures.
So don't Facetune it.
Yeah, post your items and then be safe. You're actually having people come to you to get stuff, so put it outside or make sure somebody else is home. There's a lot of value there. If you think that you have something that might be an antique, might actually have some real value, go onto a site like eBay or First Dibs or Cherish. Those are the antique sites. Figure out what it's worth first, then get rid of it.
Yeah, make that decision after. Okay, so those are the layers, and then we're left with some other stuff. What do we do with that?
Well, then we look at donating it. And in 2017, with the changes in the tax laws, things changed. Right now, it doesn't make sense to itemize on your taxes for 90% of people because the standard deduction was doubled, which means you're not going to get to take that charitable deduction. But Americans are very charitable. We're still giving stuff away. And so my suggestion is first, look for sites that will pick it up. Second, look for sites that are tied to whatever it is that you're giving away. So if you're giving away work clothes, as many people are this year, you want to look at sites like Dress for Success, where they're actually going to give those things to people who need it. If you're giving away furniture, look at women's shelters in your local area, rather than sites that sell the stuff and then get rid of it.
All right, Kelly, well, if Lola's watching, all that's left in your place is our mug. And that, she says, just give it away. We'll come back with Jean and more right after this. Stay with us.
This is a great segment. We're back with Jean Chatzky here. We're moving on to avoiding unnecessary home expenses. Is this like leaving the lights on, or what are we talking about?
No, this is like spending a little bit of money in order to save a lot of money later.
Okay.
So let's take your washing machine, for example. The hoses at your washing machine, they go after 3 to 5 years. You want to get the metal ones, they're better. That's just a quick tip. But you should check them, because if you don't change them out, which can cost like $20, you can get a flood, and if it happens to be on the second floor, you can get a big problem. Same thing is true with your gutters, right? You need to clean them out after all the leaves end up in them and all the debris from the winter, because if you don't clean out your gutters, the water doesn't go through them, it goes over them and down to your basement, where it can cause a problem that can cost thousands of dollars to fix. So those are the sorts of things you want to pay attention to. Your AC system too. spend a little money twice a year to have somebody come tune it up, change the filters, unless you're really handy and you can do it yourself, but that's important.
With all of the cleaning up and decluttering, what should we avoid throwing away? Because I always throw things away that I am done with, I'm finished, and then suddenly I realize I made a huge error.
Well, let's talk about the paper trail because it's tax time, tax day this year, May 17th. You have a little bit longer, but anything that is tax related, you need to save for at least 3 years. Anything that is tax related where you took a loss, like an investment where you lost money, you need to save it for 7 years. If it's paperwork related to hard assets like your home or your car or stocks that you own, you want to save that paperwork as long as you have that asset. And then there's some paperwork that you want to save forever. That's your birth certificate, divorce certificate, those sorts of things. Any estate planning documents, insurance policies, those should be in a safe deposit box. And just a reminder that anything that has your name on it or other identifying details through the shredder when it is time to finally let it go.
So what you're saying is I should take everything that I save in the Bible and put it in a safe deposit box.
Yes, especially now that we know where it is.
Okay, yeah, good idea. All right, so go to kellyandryan.com for all of Jean's money-saving tips. This is really good advice. Thank you very much for educating us today.